And we're live. And welcome back to Action Surge. We're doing Grim Harvest Session 4. Kat, you're off camera for some reason now again. But I'm going to move you over again, so I have to move you over on camera. You always start out on camera and then somehow halfway through the stream you get off track.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she just has attention deficit. Hey, look, a squirrel.
Yeah, that's.
I have.
I know some people like that. I won't say who.
Will not lie.
I won't say who for.
The ADHD is strong in this one.
Pleading the Fifth Amendment kind of thing, you know.
Get discharged.
All right.
Bitch.
Oh, shoot. All right. Okay. So when last we left you, do you remember what was going on?
We just messed up that dragon after it messed us up, and then we got contacted by that ogre, and the ogre wanted
the ogre
to
came
parlay.
into the came into
The
the
ogre
thing
wanted
and
to parlay.
Yeah, and
Said something about a contest to where if we win, they'll leave the dryad and the tree alone, and if they win, we leave. I guess
they get the grove. Yep, they get the grove, and you and the dryad leave, or they don't really care if you leave the dryad, but but basically.
Well, we're basically just gonna fuck up this ogre then, I think. Right? Right? Yeah. Let's do it.
You're gonna murder hobo it, are you?
Yeah, we're just he's not even gonna get a chance.
We need like 67. We need like 67 more experience points. So
I think this guy can give it to us.
What if you get
I need
negative?
a level.
What if you get negative experience points for killing the ogre when you weren't supposed to?
I mean,
Lies.
That could happen.
It
Could happen. I suppose.
You can't tell us that this guy needs to talk and then us not try to fight him. What?
Yeah, well, you can offer a contest and then say no.
Yeah.
Well, oh, you didn't say a contest. You just said you were going to kill him.
Well, he said a contest.
Yeah.
And
He said
it's going to be a contest of pure might.
So the contest is if he dies, he gets to keep the thing, and if he doesn't, then you get to keep the thing. Is that
Yeah.
the contest? Is that the terms of the contest? I guess is what I'm asking.
No, it's
And, like,
supposed to be a game.
Form his body into like a mound and protect the sword with his corpse.
But
Perfect.
what's the contest?
No, we were supposed to come up with a game to challenge.
You guys are supposed
the winner
exactly.
of the contest. The winner of the contest is the one to take the grove.
Yes.
But there's also another thing I have an idea of. Is like, okay, maybe we can appeal to what he likes and wants, and maybe sway him to our side, and maybe have him as a loyal follower.
Yeah, well, he said if you won the contest that he would stay there and serve you, in helping to protect the grove, or serve the paladin or whatever,
That just seems sketchy to Pow Pow.
Yeah. That seems very sketchy.
Did I show you what Lady Deborah looked like? Oops.
They showed a picture of a baseball bat. I don't get it.
That's Lady Deborah there, the dryad.
You got the weed killer.
What?
I mean,
I was joking. I said, Luther says bring out the weed killer. I'm just kidding.
Ooh, Lady Deborah.
I mean, we've got to decide what kind of contest we want to do.
Hide
Obviously,
and
we
seek.
don't want to do strength.
Hide and
Because
seek.
he's an ogre. But
I would like to do an insight on what I might know of Ogre Sages, because I don't think I know anything, being honest. I've never heard of it. I'm not sure if Deborah's heard of anything, but he's also dealt with bad people too, so I'm not sure how that would play into factor or not.
so, what kind of? I'm gonna get everybody to kind of like walk away from the ogre and be like, what kind of challenge do we want to do? Because, I mean, I don't think we should do strength. Anything that involves strength, because he's awfully big.
It still is just weird that he won't tell us who his employer is, and that his employer is okay with him helping us if we win. That just doesn't make any sense.
Right?
Dude, would
I have
you
a
give him a hug?
question.
You can draw the sword, we leave.
Do you know if this the ogre? What was it?
What?
What?
Do I know if this ogre
Like-
what?
He like died. He's like, ugh.
Do you know if this ogre is this? Oh, when
He
James
gets
died over
expired.
there. It's okay, James.
No, I'm looking at part of my thing on my Shadow Network, the Volstrugger agent, because I use that as part of my
Oh, gotcha.
backstory to get
yeah.
out of the Underdark. I
Okay.
wonder if I would know anyone in there that would that's connected to this guy, maybe. It's just random ideas I'm just throwing out.
So,
because-
do you have
Okay, so we need to figure out the debacle with the ogre, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So now we come up with a game plan via a game or something, and I think we could probably go from there. But what you suggested? Grandolith suggested pulling the sword out of the stone, right?
He can pull the sword from the stone, we'll leave. Otherwise, he leaves. Period. End of story.
Well, I mean, we don't know if we can pull the sword or not.
No, we don't.
I
But
touched it, but I don't want to do that again. It was kind of weird.
I think Grandolith is onto something because it's probably got to be a creature pure of heart.
I mean, it's the chances that he's the one prophesies to
Okay,
pull the
yeah,
sword.
we have a 1% chance that he is the holy sacred sword bearer. And if he is, then
I mean, I
I'm
guess
There's
it's
always a
probably
chance of
supposed to be
anything.
his grove anyways.
I mean,
Right.
but what if anybody can pull it? And
No.
it just feels icky to them.
it's. I feel like it's not that anybody can pull it because Lady Deborah told us about it's like a sacred blade, right?
right.
It is indeed.
So
but what if it's just so sacred that nobody's touched it and tried to pull it? You know that could be a factor, I suppose. But
as you said,
That's true.
you said it was a moon blade last time, right?
I did.
Okay, so out of game knowledge, I know what that is.
Okay.
But-
So just don't metagame on that.
Yeah. And
Sorry, I know that's not necessarily easy
No,
to
no.
do sometimes, but
yeah, so like I'm leaning like Caius himself is leaning towards Grandolith's proposal. So
And so yeah, if there's any checks that anybody can make, based off of history or any arcana
So,
knowledges or anything like that.
James,
that
can you put your Volstrucker agent thing up in the
Yeah,
in the chat?
yeah. I'm getting to it right now.
I'm gonna shrink this up or down. Is it up or down? That makes it nope. Oh, yep, it's down. Down.
I think it showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
looking at something
Yes.
here. Okay. Okay, you have access
Because
to the Volstrucker Shadow Network, which allows you to communicate with other members in order over long distances. Of the order over long distances, if you write a letter in the special arcane ink addressed to member Volstrucker and cast it into the fire, the letter will burn to cinders and materialize whole again on the person you addressed it to. Or, yeah. The ink used to send the letter across the Shadow Network is the same as that used by a wizard to scribe spells in a spellbook. Writing the letter costs 10 gold pieces per page. You got 10 gold pieces?
Oh, I got plenty. Remember, we just earned a lot of money.
Yeah, you earned a bunch of platinum, right? Or something like that.
200 gold pieces worth.
Or 200 gold pieces worth of gold and platinum, I think it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's per person too.
So you could do that, and hopefully, and wait for a response. How long do you think it takes to write a letter, send it, and wait for a response?
I have no earthly idea.
I'm
Being
gonna, I'm,
honest.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take you at least a minute to write the letter.
Okay.
Start a
I guess
fire.
while they're deliberating, I'm going to do this on my end, see if I can find out something on my end to help out our end.
Okay.
Because information is a powerful ally.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. What about everybody else? Because that would be essentially, a minute, 10 rounds that you guys would be standing around staring at each other, kind of. I mean.
Papa would
Well-
like to do to see if there's anything he knows based on history, or the check that would be applicable to the Moonblade itself.
Sure.
If-
Sure.
if,
Go
you know, I mean,
history or
which one of those is intelligence? History?
History and religion are both intelligence.
Okay, I probably have better history than
Depends on what
Religion.
you have. John, you got his character sheet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
I might not even have history.
I'm looking.
I go up, Luther, go up to him and be like,
Hey,
Luther, what I
you
can
know.
do, and do a handstand.
What would the other one be besides history? Religion?
Religion.
Yeah.
I probably didn't take that. Yeah, I don't have either then.
But does he have a? I was gonna say, does he have a thing in it? There you go, 23.
23 for history roll.
All right. So, so what do you want to know about the Moonblade? What kind of things are you thinking about?
The anything kind of expounding on the prophecy that Lady Devra said. You know, it's somebody chosen. Is there anything more to the prophecy? Is it?
Well, you do
Is
know
it a
that
chosen elf? Is it a chosen?
you do know that it's an elf. It's gonna be an elf that's the original wielder of it,
Mhm.
and only an elf or a half elf of neutral good alignment can attune to it.
Okay.
So you suspect that the wielder that pulls it from the stone will be a elf or a half elf of neutral good alignment.
Okay. Well, then, in talking amongst everybody, I would let it be known that, what I know of Moonblades and the prophecy surrounding this is that it's usually, the prophecy says that it has to be an elf or a descendant of an elf that can, wield a blade such as this. So chances are he can't wield it? So maybe that means he can't pull it out?
But his boss could.
Now,
Maybe?
now you guys are all like on the map. You guys are all kind of standing around this ogre.
No,
So
we
I'm going to assume that you went over and huddled somewhere.
Yeah, I believe that
said
somebody
I
said
pulled
that.
everybody
Hold
up.
on.
No
Okay.
way. We gotta brazenly stare him down and speak our plan aloud.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you guys are just kind of making this plan in front of the ogre, right? Because
No, I said I took everybody off to the side.
But
Yes.
but
I
on the
just
map
started
you
doing
didn't,
some
so I
writing.
wasn't sure. So I didn't hear that part. But yeah, okay. So everybody's off to the side. Okay.
I asked if Luther could be like, hey, Mr. Ogre, look what I can do, and do like a handstand in front of him.
Yeah, still doing the handstand. Okay.
Do you want me
Okay,
to do an athletics check for that?
Sure, if you want to. Yeah. It's only a DC 10, but you could fail it.
I'm gonna look at everybody
There you go.
because
Okay.
Bash doesn't really understand
Ta-da!
the different races. You're either a dragon or you're not to Bash. So I mean, like, is anybody here like elf?
Say again?
Pao would kind of point over to Grandolith and go, he is.
Oh, go touch it.
It doesn't matter.
I
Stick your
mean,
finger in the light socket.
I touched it. It didn't kill me, and I'm not an elf.
Doesn't belong to me.
No, my don't. If I touch it, it'd probably shock me and throw me back about 20 feet.
It didn't mean.
Hmm.
It just felt weird.
Okay.
Um,
Well, then what should we do about this? If
If he can pull the sword, he can have the grove. We'll walk.
Like I'm all for that.
But anybody might be able to pull the sword.
No, anyone can't just pull the sword. It wouldn't still be there. They would have taken it already.
Lady Deborah says, that idea has merit, but he is awful large. What if he can pull it out of there?
Then I'll smash his head into the hammer.
Word.
She's like, well, that's a little unsportsmanlike, but I think it might work.
Like your candor.
Pull the sword.
Can I use medicine and patch myself up a little bit while we're all discussing this?
You can't heal yourself anything with medicine because you don't have the healer feat, but you could.
I think I still have a couple berries left. I have 2 berries left that could give you.
Who
4
needs
HP.
healing?
I do, baby.
I do. Luther has a boo-boo.
While we're, again with the knowledge check I had, and I would probably say something like, and again, if for some reason he can pull it out, according to the prophecy, I guess that would make him the one that's supposed to pull it out anyways.
No. Prophecy didn't say they pull it out. They said they use it. Anybody can pull it out.
So I'm gonna look at Lady Deborah, and I'm gonna ask her. So does the prophecy mean that somebody, like anybody, can pull it, or is it kind of like a hero in this, like the Sword in the Stone, kind of legend?
She's not sure what you mean by the Sword in the Stone legend, but she says that she believes that only the chosen person to wield it can pull it out.
Well, why don't you go try? I touched it.
Has she tried to pull it out?
If we
She has
try
not.
to pull it out, the ogre sees
Hey.
us pulling it out and failing.
I am gonna. No, I
gotta
can't.
just have faith.
She says I have not tried to pull it out. I'm not an elf.
But then that in itself has more merit. So
She says, well, I don't know that somebody else couldn't pull it out, but I know that I am not the chosen to wield it.
Wielding and pulling it are 2 different things, because if you can pull it out, not necessarily wield it, you could be a bearer of said item to bring it to said promised one. And it could be
you
guiding
don't get
to
to talk.
people.
You're writing letters. Shush.
I know.
I already
You're
said
right,
that.
Good point. But back to the letter.
I already said that. I said just because you pull it out doesn't mean it's yours, but anybody might be able to. So somebody go try to pull it out, and because we still gotta decide what our
Listen to me. If you pick up the handle of a sword and no one else has their hand on it, you are wielding it. Therefore, you have to wield it to pull it. I am a swordsman. I know these things.
I disagree.
If we try to pull it and fail, we can't use it. And if we pull it and succeed, we can't use it. Any attempt to pull the sword at this point nullifies any being our contest. We have to let him be the first one to attempt it.
No, I think we need a different contest then. I disagree.
All right, then we can spend another 45 minutes figuring one out.
I agree with Grandalith here.
All right. So by the time you guys at least agreed to disagree, Gavor, you have written your letter and sent it off. It'll probably be another minute before it gets back to you because somebody will have to write a letter back.
Okay.
But
I'll,
why
like,
don't
pick
you
up
make
the stick.
what's that?
I'm gonna pick up a stick and be like, I'm holding it, but I'm not wielding it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wielding it.
because I have like my open palm hand and it's just laying on top of my
I
hand.
understand. Is that a sword?
But I can still.
Yeah, it's a
I-
stick. It's not a weapon till you use it as one. The sword's a weapon from the moment it's made.
But you can hold a weapon and not be wielding.
No, to hold the weapon is to
Yeah.
wield.
Correct.
Who's
Just like so, if you have your axe on your back, you're not wielding the axe. But as soon as you put it into your hands, you might be considered a threat if you go into a town, because they will think that you are wielding your weapon.
Yes, unless it's in a scabbard, you're wielding it.
I still disagree.
And if you move it at all, you can be mistaken for what is it? Flourishing and branding, branding and flourishing.
Yeah.
Yep.
You betcha.
Okay. Whatever you guys think.
I think this is the best course of action.
I'm kind of in disagreement about the wielding versus holding, but you know, I mean, I kind of agree with it also. So you know that's but I'm the DM, so it doesn't matter.
It's
what I think.
six of one, half dozen the other.
Right.
So
Like,
Gray area.
What if we both fail? Then we have to have another contest.
No.
He pulls the sword, and we leave. He fails, he's done. That's it. There's no other.
There is no
There's-
back and forth here.
He's saying
He is the one that tries it.
He's saying
That's it.
Yeah, he's saying that if he pulls the sword, he stays and you leave. If he doesn't pull the sword, he
You-
leaves and you stay. But there's no not disclaimer, but there's no things that saying anybody else has to pull it also.
Okay.
That's
Whatever
what they
you
were
guys
that's
do.
what they were saying.
Luther thinks it's a good idea.
Me too, Luther. Me too.
A quick question. I see that you cast Healing Light.
That's Gavor.
Yeah, I was doing it on Luther because it looks like he's still
But you
low
gotta
on
spend
health.
a number of hit dice, right?
I was just no. It's the it has 3 dice I could use.
Right.
I'm just using one of the dice.
Okay, so just one.
Well, I can use healing too if you can use it on more than one person.
Well, I have 3 healing lights. I think that's a different setup than the actual spell of Cure Wounds because isn't that separate than the healing lights?
Yeah.
I've not used my healing lights yet. I've only
basically,
used one.
you basically for your healing lights, you're just gonna you have 3 dice because you're second level, and it's 1 plus your
Okay.
warlock level, and those
I thought it
3
was
dice.
3 your level. Whatever.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
sorry.
it's 1 plus your level. And so then as a bonus action, you can heal 1 creature that you can see within 60 feet, and you spend however many dice from the pool, which is your pool is only 3 right now, but you can spend a number of dice at once equal to your charisma modifier, minimum of 1 die.
I would.
And your warlock, so your charisma modifier should be decent. Should be at least 3, I would think, or 2 or 3.
Okay.
So who do you want to spend it on?
Luther.
You can spend 1 on Luther and 1 on Cat. You can spend 2 on Luther,
Yes.
1 on Cat. You can spend 3
one
on Luther,
on-
none on Cat.
No, 1 on Luther, 1 on Cat.
Okay, 3
Because
on
the both
3 on
got
Bash,
hurt.
none on Luther. You know, like whatever. you just do it how you want to do it.
I know Luther and Cat are the 2 that got hurt the worst, so 1 on each. So I still have 1 as a backup.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out how what do I roll?
D6.
Okay, I'm going for that right now.
Sorry. But yes, as for our contest, we should get the ogre to attempt to pull the sword out, and if he succeeds, we leave, and if he fails, he leaves.
The only thing we're waiting on is for James's message to come back.
Right. Okay, by the time you guys reach an agreement, James gets an answer back. James, why don't you make a history check at advantage?
Okay.
And what was the message about? It was about the ogre or about the blade?
So,
The blade and ogre.
The blade and the ogre. Okay.
Because I really don't know much about ogre sages, period. And it's something magical. I know that, so for the sword. So I know the sword would have some sort of important history or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. And you said history?
Yep, at advantage.
Okay.
Okay,
Ooh,
10.
not so good. I think I know why I don't understand it, especially on the sword, because I'm a dwarf. It's an elf thing.
Yeah. So the letter you get back here. Let me let me do a check now, because it'll also depend on the person on the other side writing the letter. Okay. It doesn't look like they did too well either. Basically, you get back a letter, but it kind of just confirms what was it Randy that made the check?
Yeah.
Or Matt?
History of the Moonblade.
Yeah,
Yes.
the history check. Yeah, you basically confirms you what you already know from Randy, from Pow Pow.
Okay.
And the ogre, you do realize he's a magic user of some sort.
Okay.
Not unlike an ogre mage, but he's basically the ogre equivalent of a wizard.
Okay. I think I know the perfect thing. We could have a drinking contest with them.
No.
No, because he's gonna outdrink us all.
Not necessarily, because sometimes wizards don't have the best of health.
yeah.
No.
But he is an ogre.
Dies.
But I'm a dwarf. I like to drink.
Yeah, but you ain't
No.
out Andre the Giant.
I know.
Maybe he thinks he
You
is.
know.
Okay, but so you guys are going to agree to let him to pull the sword, then, right?
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you? So that's going to be your contest. How are you going to? Who's going to be your spokesman?
I am. We'll walk up and say, "You want us to leave? Pull the sword. If you pull the sword, we leave. If you can't, you're done."
I'm gonna like hype him up. I'll be like his hype man behind him. I'm like, yeah, what he said.
Okay, he kind of narrows his eyes a little, and he's like, seems okay. Seems like a fair contest. He's like, but it's not really a contest if I'm just trying it myself.
Good thing we'll try it next.
What type of contest
You
would
can't
you
pull it.
like?
I'll attempt to pull.
Maybe.
If you fail, I will attempt. I made the challenge. It's only fair.
Okay, he says, oh, all right. So
Grand left, grand left.
he goes up to the sword, and he tries to pull it.
Before you touch it, if neither of us succeed, I get to cook and eat you. That's an intimidation attempt.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Can I have advantage?
Want to eat ogre?
Against an ogre? No, you cannot have advantage. You can have disadvantage. He's twice as big as you, so
Okay.
you know. But you can have a regular roll. So 11. Yeah.
He's gonna probably laugh at you.
He chuckles a little bit. He says, "You got a deal."
Okay.
All right.
I want to eat an ogre.
All right. So he goes up to the sword and tries to pull it out, and he is not able to pull it out. Not at all. And he tries again. and it still
Well,
does not even budge. He's
no
like,
one said you get 2 tries.
he's like,
Just
but
think what
but
they
I
say.
I can pull it. I just didn't have a good grip on it.
Yeah.
You cheated.
Out of the way, punk.
So he moves out of the way. He's like, what? And he kind of like he looks angry, and his face is turning a little bit red.
Saunter up slowly. I look back at him cockily. Pray to whatever god it is I'm praying to that day. Because I forgot to look at what that was. And what do you want? A strength check?
Yeah, sure. Athletics,
Athletics?
if you have athletics.
I have athletics. Ooh, I failed too.
That's not good.
Okay, he says, ah, I knew you couldn't pull it. He says, you failed. He says, now you will have to give the grove over to me, right?
No, because you didn't win either.
Each if neither one of us pulled it. So,
He says,
come on, to the fire. Let's go.
he says, very funny. He says,
Your word is your word.
he says, but neither won the contest.
Okay, what type of contest do you like?
Slap my hand over Gabor's mouth and be like, you fudge. You fudge. No.
You agreed. You must.
He is not picking.
He says, but I thought you were joking. He says, you can't
Deborah, do
can't
have a
eat me.
cook pot? I'm afraid I can, and I am quite hungry. Lady Deborah, could you get the cook pot, please?
He says, enough of this shenanigans, and he pulls out his great club.
Meat's on the menu today, boys.
All right, so we're gonna have ogre for dinner. Oh, so go ahead and roll initiative, guys.
Oh.
Told you we was gonna have to kill him.
Yeah, you guys tried. Dooba dooba dooba. Dooba booba.
Click my dude again. Ugh. Always. Every time it's a good initiative, and then I have to re-roll it. That's okay. It'll be good this time too. Not as good as it was. Better than, you know.
We'll never be as good as it was.
Right.
Never.
I'll
Oh.
All right, looks like some people. Oh, it looks like James Gabor got the low end there. He was getting ready to write another note apparently. So it's like we're getting into combat. I think this ogre is going to try to kill us, and we will write about it later.
Oh, I rolled twice because I couldn't make it to turn up in the turn order. Do you want me to try one more time?
What?
It's not.
Yeah,
turning up in
I got that, but I'm saying would you say the last part? Something
I rolled
one
a
time.
second time trying to get it to show up, but it didn't.
Yeah, I didn't hear the other part of what you said though. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You got a 5.
Yeah.
You gotta click. You gotta click on your token to get it to show up in the turn order.
I thought I did, but I may have clicked on something wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody else in the turn order that should be there.
I'm missing because I clicked on my character sheet and forgot to click on the token too.
Gotcha. Okay, so you got a big 3.12.
Yeah, I'm pretty
0.12
slow
is your
today.
dex. Your dex is 12. Okay, everybody else.
Yeah, I'm pretty slow.
Let me get Lady Dever up there. Okay, we got an echo from James too. Does anybody know where that's coming from? Is your NDI muted, James?
Yes, it is.
Anybody hear that second echo?
No.
I'm not hearing it.
Okay, oh, hang on 1 second.
Oh, Luther disconnected.
Randy's NDI is not muted. Hang on, let me see if I can mute it on my end and see if that makes a difference. No, I cannot.
I'm also on a headset, so it shouldn't be an issue.
It doesn't matter because your microphone is coming through NDI.
But it was muted when James was talking.
It's not muted now.
I can mute it again and we can see. I'll mute it right now.
Okay, say something.
Something.
Not you, James. Randy. Okay. I don't know. It looked like it was coming from your end, though, Randy. But okay. I didn't think it was muted. But go ahead and say something now, James.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
trying
James,
to think
it's
of
your
a plan,
NDI. James, your NDI is not muted.
but I haven't. But I did mute it.
There, now it's muted.
There you go.
Oh, I had to unclick it and re-click it, I guess.
Yeah, that's what. I think it was Matt that had to do that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad.
All right. Good deal. All right. Why am I? What the heck? Oh, I clicked on the wrong person. Okay. So let me roll for her too, real quick. And Durad will probably stay out of the way, because you know.
Did we lose? There he is. Never mind.
Did we lose who?
He's back. Lucy's back.
Sorry about that. A car just rammed into a light pole, so. Lovely.
Wow.
Why'd you tell him to do that? What's going on?
How dare you?
Why are you making the car run into the light pole?
I'm getting tired of Texas. I'm gonna go move.
To Tennessee?
At this
Okay.
point, anybody's basement's better.
Okay. All right. So Pow Pow, you're gonna be up first. Right now you guys were all huddled kind of away from the ogre, so you are 1, 2, 3, 4, about 20 feet away from the ogre.
Okay. Then just need to double check and make sure, John, if you look, make sure I have spell slots left. Do we?
You have one spell slot left.
Okay. Then I am going to cast Fairy Fire on the ogre.
Okay.
That's kind of what I thought you might be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a? I think I have a fairy fire under here. Let me see. GM. Yep, I do. Make it bigger. Okay. All right. So he has to save before it actually takes.
Yeah, reflex save, DC 14, I think.
But
Yep. Yeah, I popped the spell.
ogres aren't exactly known for their dexterity,
This one
All right.
right?
It hit.
Surprise.
is. Just kidding.
Okay. He's a sparkly ogre now.
Oh, what the heck is
He is
Buckley
definitely
ogre.
And that was your action. Do you want to move it all, or do you have a bonus action that you can do?
No, I think he will just hang out right there. I don't see a reason to move or use a bonus action.
Okay, so he's fairy fired, so anybody who attacks him will be at advantage.
Yep.
So, and then the ogre's turn is next. And he moves up toward Luther. And
Do I still need to roll for?
for what?
I never.
Initiative? If you didn't
Okay.
already, I asked 3 times if anybody was in the turn
Oh,
order.
he
You
got
must have been AFK or something, but
Yeah, I think he got
Oh,
kicked.
He was
uh,
disconnected.
so
the
yeah,
call.
roll for initiative.
About that.
All right. So yeah, control
Nice.
you.
Place to go.
I'm supposed to click the icon first, then click that. I'm
Next
sorry.
time, next time, if you have to go AFK, say I'm going AFK real quick.
He got dropped from the call.
Oh,
His
from
d-
somebody hitting the thing? That
Yeah.
footage
Yeah,
out of, that's
it
footage
happened
out of the
outside
thing?
my house.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't.
Yeah, so
I
he
tried to
got
send you a
dropped.
direct DM through my phone.
Are you still on camera? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still
Well,
on
that's good
India.
at least. All right, so he moves up here. Is this 20 or 15? 20. Yeah. Oop. Oop. There. Ah, come on. Where's he going? Gotta go. There. Anyway. And he casts a spell.
No.
Okay. Everybody in 10 feet, which is Gavor, Luther, Durad. I don't think Grendel is quite 10 feet away. I think he's 15. Yeah, he's 15. Yeah, he's 15. Anyways, Gavor, Durad, and Luther, you all, and Pow Pow, sorry, all need to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Sorry, dexterity save. Yeah, thank you, Jen. You made their save this time. Yeah, so you all need to make a dexterity save versus this spell. Well, it says all spell slots expended, but he's got more than that. I forgot to give them to him. Anyway, otherwise you take 6 bludgeoning damage. So Luther make a dexterity save and Gavor make a dexterity save. Okay,
Would I be able to
Gavor didn't
visually
make
see
it.
this spell?
What's that?
I'd be able to visually see this spell?
Because otherwise he gets advantage on it.
I have dangerous.
Yeah, you can see the spell. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see what's going on. You can see the earth tremoring or whatever. Yeah, and you can see him casting it.
Then yeah.
So are you saying you get advantage on saves versus?
Yeah, if he can see it because it's danger sense, I believe. So as long as he can see it.
Yeah. Yep. So go ahead and make a save at advantage. And Gavor, you'll take 6 damage. Pow Pow, you'll take 3.
I've marked it.
Pow Pow, you'll take 3 damage.
Okay.
And Luther, go ahead and make that dexterity save at advantage. All right, 21 is the first one, so it doesn't matter what the second one really is, really.
You did it.
But do you want to roll it at advantage? Do you want to roll the second one? Doesn't necessarily matter, but
I will. If you request me to, yes. I would like to not shoot myself in the foot, though.
Well, you just roll a second one. You can't shoot yourself in the foot, really, because it's at advantage, so it's whatever the higher one is.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, it's
the only thing that could have happened there, though, is you could have got a nat 20, and then maybe I could have done something beneficial for you. Yeah.
Okay. I was worried about getting a 1 and be like...
Which a nat 20 on a dexterity save is not necessarily a critical, success, but, sometimes it can be. Depends on how I feel that day. At that moment, at that second.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
eventually he's dropped down to about 9 now.
Okay, so all right, so Pow Pow is at 9. The Ogre Sage went. Luther. Also, just because Luther asked me just now, since I'm letting you, since he asked me just now, it kind of reminded me to let you guys know that if you guys see someone casting a spell, that is the time, if you have the spell counterspell, that you can cast that spell. Obviously, I don't think anybody has counterspell right yet, but you can only cast a counterspell on a spell that you can see someone casting. And you can only cast it when they say they're casting, or when I say they're casting it. Because otherwise it literally says in the thing that you can only cast it on those you can, see casting a spell or whatever. So, so the thing is like, if I say I'm casting a spell, and then you go okay, then I go ahead and cast that spell, and then you see the damage and you go, I want to counterspell it. It's going to be too late at that point.
Right.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because some people think, since it's a reaction, they can do it after the thing happens. But okay, so Luther, you're up.
Okay.
Wow, Lady Dever rolled just slightly higher than Gavor.
I'm the slow one this time.
Lady Deborah, you're supposed to be the paladin of the ancients, protector of the one tree. How can you protect it if you can't get initiative? Anyway.
Like this. What?
Can I throw my fishing net on him to like, tangle him up and trip him up?
Sure. Do you have a net?
I do.
Yeah, throw a net on him. Do you know how to throw it? You should have it in the middle of your, with all your other weapons. There should be a little thing that says net. And it's just basically, if not, you just roll a d20, add your proficiency and your, what did you call it?
There.
Okay. Are you looking at his too?
No, but I remember it from last week.
Oh, from being him when you were Zach last week.
Yeah. I was going to throw it at the dragon.
You're gonna indefinitely be Nordic School next week. So anyway, all right. So
I rolled a 17.
17 is a hit. He's only wearing like a hide armor, so.
Do I need to roll for damage as well, or
plus you're at advantage. Don't forget. But a net doesn't do any damage, so there's no necessarily reason to roll a nat 20. But maybe if you roll again and you get a nat 20, maybe we can figure out something.
So say, are you using critical hits, critical charts in this game?
I haven't yet, but I will be.
Oh, okay.
But there's no critical thing for the net, but I can make up something.
I was gonna say that'd be cool if there was a critical chart for a net.
Yeah, there needs to be a critical chart for exotic weapons. That'd be cool.
Yeah, there does.
Accidental asphyxiation.
Yeah. Trips in the net and falls prone. So you're gonna roll a second attack roll, Zach? See if you get a net 20.
Sure.
Go ahead and roll with that net again. See if you get a net 20.
No.
Nope. Okay.
The only reason
it's still a hit, and he is still trapped in the net. Okay, now remember what I told you at this raw advantage is if you have advantage, you just have advantage. But what I use is something called soft stacking. So right now, you all have advantage +1 to hit him. So you have advantage, like you rolled 2 dice, plus you get a +1 to hit.
Yeah, to your hit, because he's in the net.
Yep. So basically, I do soft stacking, you have advantage,
cool.
and I cap it at +2.
Very good.
That's pretty sweet.
All right, so then Grandolith, you're next.
All right, so I'm looking at the screen here, and I would like to know, am I at a height where I could jump off this dais, and come down on him, drop my hammer into his head like I promised him he was going to get? Or actually, like I promised Bass.
The dais is probably not high enough to like come down on top of him so much, but you could still come down on the top of him with your hammer. So I mean, that's a fair. I mean, your reach is going to be enough to, you know, if you jumped off there, you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming in.
So
not.
1, 2. So 10, 15. No, 10 feet. Okay, 10 feet. Yep.
Right. And then I have advantage on my
advantage. Yep, and then give yourself a +1 to your. Well, I'll give you a +1 to your roll, so it won't matter. But
so now being you, right? Okay, my shield is that like, can I leave it hanging on my arm but not be using it? So the following round, I ain't gonna like pick it up. I'm just saying I want to like drop the shield, but I want to do a two-handed hit with the warhammer coming down on it because it makes more sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you would have to drop your shield, and it's not. It doesn't take in raw. It takes a minute, but in my campaigns, it takes like a bonus action. You can drop it as a bonus action.
So as I leap, I'll drop the shield.
Okay.
I'll snap the hammer so the shield's by me when I land.
Yeah.
And there it is.
There you go. 21. That's a hit. And then roll damage. Now roll 2d6. And take the highest one. 6. Okay, so 10 damage. Nice.
And that's what I got.
All right, so we're gonna take 10 off him. Yeah. So So you said you're a swordsman, Joe, and we've talked about this before. So I don't know if you've ever used a shield or had to have a shield on your arm, but it does not take a whole minute to drop a shield.
No, and that's why I was.
What I think they're talking about in the books is I think they're thinking if you have a shield strapped to your arm, which is like 99% of the time. If you're a footman, you don't have a shield strapped to your arm. You have it just hanging there on a couple leather straps, and or a leather strap, or in a center boss, and it just takes like 2 seconds, if that.
Yep, exactly. That's why I asked, because I knew you also had done such things and
it's never taken me a minute to drop my shield, and that's with like big thick ass gauntlet glove, welding glove braces and all that van braces on, like all that stuff, armor on, so
I know.
it's never taken me a minute. All right, so Durad, he doesn't do anything this round, I don't think. Let me see if he's got anything he can do that he would do. I think he would probably just kind of take off, but hang on 1 second. Yeah, he's not doing a whole lot. He will disengage from the ogre because he's within attack range of the ogre, and he will head back toward the tree. So that's all he's going to do. And then Caius.
Let's go. All right. So we will go to. I thought
decisions. You can go through your
I
ally
thought I
spaces,
prepared. I
remember?
had a different spell prepared, and I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, you can go through your ally spaces too. Don't forget. So.
Yeah. Crap.
Let me ask you a question. Was it the same spell you had that you thought you had prepared last time that you didn't have prepared that you thought you had prepared?
No.
Do you remember that?
No.
What that was? Oh, okay. Because you had like
Yeah.
detect magic or something, and you're like, I would not have that. Or no, I know that was a different group, wasn't it? I don't know. It's funny.
No, that was this one.
It was this group. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it was. I think it was Pow
That was
Pow.
me.
That was Pow Pow. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
Is that instead
That
of
was like-
Tasha's Caustic Brew?
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even on the list. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I messed
Yeah,
up
'cause
with
I had-
my daily reset of my prepping of my spells.
Yeah, so anybody
Okay.
watching, if you're playing on Roll20, make sure your compendium sharing is available when you're playing your game.
So I'm gonna use Guiding Bolt.
Otherwise, you won't have Tasha's Caustic Brew. Okay, so that's an advantage
Yeah,
because
so
that's a spell attack.
we'll do that, and then we'll go to advantage. We'll go to core.
You should be able to cast it right off your front page or off the spell
Yeah,
sheet.
no, I'm just So 23 to hit.
Okay, for anybody watching. Oh, you already got the guy. We already put the person description up there.
Yeah. So I did the description first,
Yeah.
and then
So the flash of light streaks toward the creature of your choice. I'm assuming it's the ogre.
yeah, and then I'll cast it at
23
first
is a
level
hit.
for 15 radiant damage,
Nice. That's pretty good.
and then anybody that attacks him has advantage.
I've had somebody, yeah, and so now it's advantage +2. Because he's in a net, he's fairy fired, and he's guiding bolted. Actually, it's only for the guiding bolt. It's only the next person that attacks him. Correct?
Yeah, it's just one more attack.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah, the
advantage
next
+2 for bash in this case.
Let's go.
I have a question because something was pointed out to me. Are we in bright sunlight?
Are you in bright sunlight?
Oh, I think it's because I still have the light effect on my character.
Well, no.
No,
It-
you're not.
because-
Is it
You're not in
daylight,
bright. No,
bright
you're
light?
not in bright. No, you're not in bright sunlight. It's
Okay.
it's fairly, fairly dim out.
Okay, that's what I want because
Oh, wait.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Think
it's
about
fairly
it.
dim out. Because remember, when I was saying to you guys, when you guys came into the, like this grove is actually kind of brightish, but not too bad. But when I was explaining when you guys came into the forest that the canopy like blocked out most of the light.
You're right. That's what I thought, but it got pointed out to me by somebody to watch that it was the next morning, and it was
It was,
bright.
yeah.
and I
There
didn't
was a
take-
bright sunrise, but yeah.
Yeah, but I did not take my sunlight sensitivity,
Oh, okay.
so that's why I'm asking now.
So if you
So-
if you have your sunlight sensitivity into question, then it would be advantage +1
Okay.
instead of
So-
advantage +2, because you'd have one instance of disadvantage, and what I do for the soft stacking is every instance of disadvantage cancels out one instance of advantage.
Okay. So I should have one rage left, so I'm going to use that rage. Start giggling. Just, it's creepy. It's just really creepy, and I'm going to hit everything. I
Okay, give
can.
us your best. Give us your best creepy giggle.
I don't know if I can.
Come on. This is what we live for. Okay, 19 is
creepy giggle.
19 is okay. That's one hit. That's one strike. Are you gonna roll again for advantage?
Oh, do I get the advantage?
Yeah, you get advantage +1.
Okay.
Okay, so 18. So 19's still a better hit, but you hit.
Okay. And then my rage is on there. So it's really 20 damage.
Holy shit.
That's another attack.
No, that's another. Why?
Yeah,
did
that's
it
another
do-
attack. Yeah, you got to go over to the chat window
Gotta
and
hit the-
mouse
Oh, that's
over
right.
the
axe.
Sorry.
Yep. mouse over
I'm
where it
used to
says
the
great
other
axe.
thing. There we go. So 10 points of damage.
Another 10. That's nice. That's
Pretty good.
any damage in a storm, I suppose. But
That's
All right.
chunky.
all right, so Lady Devra will come up and attack him. She'll move to about there, I suppose, and she will do this. Let me see. I want to check something. Nope. Okay. Guess not. I'm like, she's a paladin. Why does she not have smites? Anyways, but that's okay. So she hits for 11 damage.
Divine.
Oh, yeah, it's like, why doesn't she have divine smites? We should put that in there. Anyways, okay. That's what happens when you get an NPC guarding your tree. Anyway. Okay, Gavor, what are you gonna do?
Okay, since I'm now in range of
Oh,
him.
she makes 2 attacks, actually, now that I think about it. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
good.
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't give her divine smites, too. That would make sense. Okay, another 10. Ooh, okay. He's looking a little beat up, Gavor. He's looking ripe for the plucking.
Oh, like he's ready to die?
He's looking beat up, anyways. Not ready to die necessarily, but like hurt. Definitely hurt.
Okay, I don't want to get too close either because I'm squishy. So I want to disengage so I don't provoke an attack of opportunity and go by the rock where it will give me a bit of cover from him and a little bit of distance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So you're doing like basically like half cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going
That's
to
what it
wait
looks
till
like
he's
from
low
where
on
you're at.
And what I want to do is wait till he's low on health, give him the option to surrender and work with us, or suffer the arms of Hagar. That's what I plan on doing later.
Lower than
So-
half, is that what you said?
No, when he's like low on health,
Oh, low
if
on
he
health.
does not,
He's-
surrender, I'm going to use the arms of Hagar on him.
Well, he's
But once-
he's low on health now, but he's really low on health.
I say, after I ping him, says, "Do you surrender or not?"
He says never.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. I gotta find I don't have. Usually I do an end of round token, but I don't have one right now. So, can I click on this? No, I guess I can't. Okay, so end of the round, and Pow Pow, it's gonna be your turn again.
Okay. So how close to him am I?
You are now 10 feet from him.
Okay, perfect. Then I will go ahead and take a shot at him with Firebolt.
I should be sharing your screen, John. I didn't even think about it again. Dang it. Maybe we'll do that. We would do that. We'll
So
do
you
that
had
next time
advantage
anyway.
with Firebolt too?
Yes, you have advantage with Firebolt. Yep. Ooh, did you see that 20 roll up there? It was almost there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a nat 4 on Bless if you had Bless on, but anyway.
If I had Bless,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
I don't know why
I don't
Bless is
think
always
I
on right
can
now.
watch,
You
so-
got to uncheck that little box. It's okay.
No.
All right, so now click on the Firebolt in the chat. The mouse over it and click on it.
1 damage.
1 whole damage.
1 whole damage.
Okay, 1 whole damage, oddly enough, is enough to kill him. But
Nice.
as he's falling, he's like, "Ugh!" And he pulls out this blade, this copper spear, this giant copper spear that just seems to materialize in his hand, and he chucks it and throws it as far as he can at the last second, and then falls to the ground dead. And you notice that this copper spear flies right toward the tree and hits the tree
Oh no!
and embeds itself into the tree.
Oh no.
Take bag.
Uh,
Okay.
And
Hold
it's
on
a
one.
cop.
What?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a copper nail. Yep. It's copper. I mean, a copper copper nail, copper spear. It's the equivalent of a copper nail. It's just
The equivalent
bigger.
of copper nail.
It's just bigger. Yeah. Okay. So, hang on one second. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Oh no no.
Yeah. Just as soon as the okay, he's dead too. Just as soon as he dies and the copper nail is in the tree, you hear the sound of pain-tormented animalistic screeching. The perfect grassy turf seems to be disturbed by small creatures that burrow shallowly underfoot. The unknown creatures churn the land slowly like some torpedoes aimed directly at their final destination, the tree. At a start, there's more than can be counted at first glance, and they're quickly appearing from every angle. The sound is more horrifying than the image. Twisted and mangled screeching invokes a natural and primal fear response. For whatever these are, they are definitely fiendish and hellish beasts.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I'm still raging.
Yep.
Can I go ahead and take my turn, or are we still in turn order?
Still in turn order.
Okay.
Can we take one quick, just couple minutes? I really
Take 5?
need a bath.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll take 5. Everybody take 5. We're gonna go. To the be right back screen.
Perfect.
And transition away. Yay. Okay, we're off screen. Okay, and we're back, and I added in there, guys, what you can see, those little, like, kind of tan lines are the areas where the burrowing creatures are burrowing from and to. There's not an easy way to show where the ending is, but the ending is basically anything closer toward the tree. You know, like, these are all the endings where they're burrowing toward. Pow Pow, there's one that's, like, literally probably 5 feet from you.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to tell because it's underground, but it seems to be burrowing towards you. It could be already close to you, and the stuff it's leaving is behind it, or it could be, you know, like, think of like Bugs Bunny when he's burrowing under the like cartoony thing, you know, like
Right.
Like
Yeah.
so something that quick is like how it's burrowing, you know.
Gotcha.
Almost.
Okay, so are you going to do anything?
Well, I guess I still have bonus action and movement if we're still on my turn here. I don't really have much else I could do though. Which no, I think I'm just gonna have to wait until I have an available action that would allow me to attack something. I don't really think there's much that I can pull off with just my movement.
Okay. Well, you're like only 5 feet from one, so I mean, you wouldn't even have to move that far. I mean, to attack.
Right. Well, but if we're counting it as that happened, it's still on the initiative order of I took my firebolt shot at the ogre.
No,
and
this
then...
is the beginning of a new round.
Oh, okay. Well, then sure.
Wait, no, I take that back. Cause the beginning of the round was when you did the firebolt on the ogre. Okay, so I guess I take that back. So it's Luther would be on the up next.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Where did the upper thingy land?
The upper what?
Copper thingy. Where did it land?
Oh, the copper thing in the tree, which is the first tree is over here in the corner of the grove, like over this way. Maybe I'll do a map this thing. Yeah, over here this way. This right here, this big huge thing, is all part of the first tree.
Okay. I'm trying to do I'm bad at math, so I'm trying to.
Are you going to? So are you kind of like looking over there to see where it went, kind of thing?
Yeah, because I want to see if I can go over there and.
Okay, make a perception check. You're 25 feet from the tree. Make a perception check.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, you do see it in the tree, but that's about it. And you're about 25 feet from the tree.
Luther wants to go over there and pull it out.
Okay, so you're gonna run over there and pull it out.
Going to quick. That should be the correct spot, right? Or have I somehow phased into the tree by accident?
Okay, when you go into the tree, or not when you go toward the tree to pull the thing out, as you're running past, 2 badgers pop out and try to bite you. 2 fiendish-looking badgers, and one of them actually bites you for 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Son of a bitch.
I guess I don't have to roll damage because it's always going to be 1 damage, pretty much.
Hey, you little bugger!
All right. So
toe.
make a strength athletics check if you want to try to pull the spear out. That should be like, yep, I was gonna say that. Okay, 21, nice. Okay, you yank the spear out with a nice heave, and you notice it has something wet near the tip, like kind of dripping down the blade.
Lick it.
Probably poison.
Oh,
And make
no.
now make another perception check at advantage.
Oh no.
Okay, you don't know what the thing is dripping down the blade, but you do notice where it hit the tree is starting to turn black.
Oh no.
And you've used your action, and you've used 25 feet of your movement, and you've pretty much used your free action too, so I mean, I think you're probably done with your turn, but if you have something you want to say as a free action, you could do that. I don't know if you want to say something.
This doesn't look good. Something's wrong with the tree.
And you see the gnome like run over by you, and he's trying to cast something over and over. And then Grandolith, it's your turn.
Yeah, I can't do nothing about that tree. What I can do, however, is something like that badger that's pretty close. So I will move and bash. Do 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 do. I'm going to grab my shield on the way through and make a single-handed attack. Oh, I forgot to undo my advantage, but my first roll was a 6, so I missed.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Alrighty, so then Durad, he's busy trying to fix the tree. Caius. You see Durad the gnome, he's like frantically trying to like do stuff to the trees, like casting spells of some sort, and you're not 100% sure, but some of them look like maybe healing spells of some sort.
I'm not high enough level to do what I want to do. So does it look like the tree has taken damage?
Hold on one second. Why did it? Oh, there it is. I mean, yes, it does a little bit. It definitely looks like. Okay, so it looks like what you call it, like damage has been done to the tree as far as like the where the spear hit. It looks like it's turning black.
I'm just gonna try this on a whim, but I'm gonna on the one arm I have like a red ribbon, kind of like as like a red cloth,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pull it tight, and I'm gonna use my channeled divinity of preserve life, and I'm going to use it on the tree. I'm gonna put all 10 hit points into the tree.
Okay. All right, and then is that it for you?
Yeah, that would be my action.
No, is that? Oh yeah, that's within like 60 feet, right? Is it
30.
30 feet? Okay. All right, Bash. Like I said, you are still raging. Right?
You didn't say it did anything, so now I'm fucking scared. Ah!
I'm going to.
But okay, you don't notice that it did anything, as far as you can tell.
Okay, all right. Oh.
I'm going to come up.
It may or may
here.
not have, but it didn't wasn't noticeable. Nothing noticeable, I should say.
So scared.
And I'm going to hit this one because pack tactics. So I will get advantage.
Yep. Oh, so you would have still had advantage +2 on that dude because you had pack tactics. But anyways,
okay.
you still hit him before. But anyway, okay, so
Yeah.
go ahead and roll to hit.
But yeah, my big thing was I wanted to make sure that I was not taking advantage of pack tactics when I was at disadvantage for sensitivity.
Yeah. Well, they would just cancel each other out essentially, but
Right. All right. So I think I hit. Both
Okay.
are good. So that would be 16 damage. Wow.
Okay. Which one are you hitting? The one that's by Caius?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that one croaks. I could say like, how do you do this? But you know, that's a critical role thing. But if you want to, you could say you exploded him like a blood sausage, I suppose. But you know, whatever.
No, I'm
Oh
just
my god! I'm like standing there and just
Caius is covered in badger.
freaking out. I'm like
Bash
heaving.
is Bash at this point going like, I think you got some badger on you.
Wait, put that in great act, right?
I hate to badger you, but anyway, okay, so all right. Do you have an idea how you would go about killing this thing? Like, what's Bash doing at this point when she goes about killing this thing? Like,
she's still giggling and like
giggling maniacally.
Just like wee and chopping off heads and having fun. That's her battle cry. She's gonna
Getting
when she
absolutely
goes, wee!
just drenched in
Yeah.
gore, and I am not having it. I'm like, oh!
I'm picturing like Cheshire cat level like giggling.
Yes.
That's my heads and knocking them in holes. Let's play some pool.
So yeah.
A miss.
When y'all hear her say "wee," you know.
And another miss by Lady Devra. And Gavor.
Okay, I have a question. Am I able to maybe get like this one?
I'm not seeing what you're showing me. Are you pinging it?
Okay. I'm trying to ping it.
Or you could use the
Okay.
arrow thing, the ruler, if you want, and then that'll work.
Okay, what I want to do is actually jump off this rock, land in between the 4 burrowing things, as long as I can contain as many of those in a 10-foot radius around me.
Okay. I see what you're
Because
saying.
when
Yeah, so you're
because
gonna
when I
you're
land-
trying to kind of like land here, essentially.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be landing there with a 10-foot radius around me. I'm gonna do Arms of Hagar to hit all the enemies as much as possible within 10 feet.
So these big burly Viking arms jump out of you.
Um,
Arms of Hadar. Arms of Arms of Hadar. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna jump over to here, which is about 10 feet away. What is your strength?
Why did the thing go over that way? Let's see. It's I think it's on full screen on the map.
You mean under the
I've gotta
map?
find.
Just hit the minimize on the map, and then you should be able to see it under there, and then move it.
Where's the minimize on the map?
Just go to your browser and hit the minimize button, which is the straight line probably if you're on Chrome. Upper right hand corner, straight line square X. The straight line should be the minimize. And then you'll have to maximize it by clicking on it again.
Okay, there we go. Now I could hopefully use the chat part. If I'm correct,
Okay, the chat part, there's 3 lines up at the top right corner inside the browser on the map. And if you click on those, that'll collapse the chat. And if you click on them again, it'll expand the chat.
Okay,
We're also kind of trying to teach people how to use Roll20 too at the same time, so that's an important factor.
Okay, maybe that will.
Do you know what your strength is? Just you know what you can do. Here I'll tell you. So just click on your token, right? James, are you hearing me?
I'm refreshing. It's being laggy.
Yes, you are very refreshing, James. But will you click on your token if you can when you get a chance? You're refreshing like a iced tea on a summer day. What is that? What was that, John?
A cool mountain
A
spring.
cool mountain spring. You're refreshing as a cool mountain spring. Let me know when you got refreshed, James. We'll throw some arms of Hagar on these biatches. Whoever writes Hagar the Horrible, do not sue us.
Yeah, the whole group.
Okay. It's loading.
Yep, I see you. I see you just popped in there.
Yep, I'm trying to get to the journal. Click on my character sheet.
Did anybody get to watch yesterday's cast, the first session of Midnight Odyssey? Midnight
I
Odyssey?
missed it.
Yeah,
No.
Joe's got one coming up in maybe a couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks or whatever, whenever he's ready, kind of thing. But we don't know what it is called yet. Do you know what it's called yet, Joe? Or not yet? Oh yeah, it's just gonna be Wild Beyond the Witch, or Wilder Beyond the Witchlight, right?
Yeah, I'm going to modify the module because 99.9% likely anyone who cares about that kind of stuff would have read it just because, you know.
Right, yeah.
And that's why I like
Yeah, so he's going to do a little bit of a Wild Beyond the Witchlight spin, because let the people stay in the Feywild kind of thing.
Oh.
Or go to the
That's pretty
Feywild
cool.
eventually. One of those
That's
type
cool.
type of things.
I will go here.
Okay, my strength is all of a
8.
14.
14. Okay, you can make it there
I think-
easily. You can make it there easily.
Yep.
We were worried.
Okay.
Make an athletics check DC 10 to climb up the rock, jump over there, and do your thing.
Okay, I'm looking for the athletics.
That it?
And I'm
Let's
assuming
see.
you're okay. You didn't make the DC 10, so I'm assuming you make it to about there, which is still plenty of room. Which means you made it about you made it about 8 feet basically. So, from there you should be able to hit 4 or 5 things, I would imagine.
Yeah, I just don't want to hit my allies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you'll hit Lady Deborah there. I don't think you will, but maybe you could try. What is the? It's a 10-foot radius.
Centered on me.
Yep, a 10-foot radius. Okay, so what I can do for you is I can put this on. Where is it? Yep, everybody can see that, and we'll go 10 foot, and let's make it dark gray because it's Arms Hadar. Okay, so in that 10-foot radius, everybody in that 10-foot radius would get hit. So 5 of the Badgers, and 1 of Lady Deborah. That's okay though. Okay, so it's a dex save, or no?
Yes.
Was it a dex save? Is there a dex save? Strength save.
Strength save.
Which that's actually better for Lady Deborah in a way.
DC 14.
DC 14. Come on, Paladins. Oh, I have her at disadvantage, but she failed either way, so it doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead and roll damage for Arms of Hadar. It's 2d6. Ah, what did I do? Go off there.
Okay,
Stop. Go back.
Kind of. Okay. Oh, I hit the Oops. Okay.
Yeah, you can do it right in the center of your character sheet, probably, if you want.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The Gavor's not even on screen.
Okay.
There you go. For those watching, you don't know where Gavor is. He's right here on the bottom of the screen. Okay, 9 damage. Okay, so you do 9 damage to Lady Deborah, which sucks, but she'll deal. And then you do 9 to each of these
smite 'em.
things here.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on one second, I gotta do something here. Bloop. Put them on the token layer. And oh, you didn't know there was a badger here too, so there's actually hang on, for some reason it didn't come up. This one didn't come up. Or is she under Lady Deborah? Maybe. That's probably under Lady Deborah. Anyway, so they die. Oh wait, it's a strength
The-
save, right? Okay, yeah,
Yes.
I gotta do a strength save for 5 badgers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one of them made it. Oh, 2 of them made it. But guess what? 9.
Don't matter.
But
They're dead.
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't
They're all
matter.
dead anyways. I didn't even have to make that save. I didn't realize that, but yeah, they only have a little bit of hit points.
Rawr. I'm flailing around, getting at these bad badgers.
I always kind of picture them as like tentacles.
Yeah.
That shoot out, basically.
Erupt
Yeah,
from his body and just.
Yep.
Yep, tentacles of Hadar.
Kind of like the Venom movie, only like octopus tentacles instead of,
Yeah.
instead of venom juice, venom
I
ooze.
Venom juice. Venom
Symbiote goo.
juice tentacles. The goo.
Yeah, it would be kind of like Venom because he's a symbiote.
Is that so?
All right.
He's
I don't
he's
know.
a rotten
I don't know who the
symbiote.
premise land is, but thanks for being a first-time chatter there, and thanks and happy birthday. All right. So all right.
Happy birthday!
Everybody say happy birthday to the premise land. Ah.
Happy birthday!
All right. All right, and then Pow Pow, it'll be your turn again.
Okay. Okay. So, all right, a bunch of badgers just died, but how many more bad guys do I see?
You know there are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Well, then I will go ahead and just the closest one to me. Then that's out past 5 feet.
Yep, that's probably the one above you or the one directly below you. But the one directly below you cannot see. You can only see his like burrow trail.
His burrow trail. Okay.
This one?
No.
Dead.
Yeah, the one right above you is dead. But there's one like a little bit. Whoop, there was one a little bit further above you. Ah, I moved him. Stop moving, guy. There we go.
No.
Okay. I will just go ahead and sling a firebolt at that one.
Okay. Ooh, it's a hit still. Nice. Okay, I was thinking it was going to be a miss. It was only a 7 roll, but 13 total for 3 damage. Okay. You hear it like make one of those high-pitched screeches, those hellish screeches, but it's still alive. And starts digging back down into the ground.
Okay. That'll be it for me.
All right. This badger right here, Grandolith, starts digging back down into the ground. Are you going to take a shot of opportunity?
Absolutely. Do I have advantage? No, I do not.
No.
But that doesn't stop me from playing whack-a-mole. And here we go.
That's a hit, and that will kill him either way.
Okay.
All right. And Luther. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. I got other badgers to run. Okay, so badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers. Yeah. All right.
yeah, badger.
So this badger comes up next to Caius
Oh no. He smells like badger.
and attacks Caius
I am a badger now.
and misses, of course.
Uh-huh.
And then it burrows back underground.
Of course.
And as it's burrowing, you can take a attack of opportunity if you want to use your reaction, Caius.
I will not.
Okay. All right, this badger here. What's their movement? 20 feet. Oh no. 5 feet. Okay. And this badger here moves 5 feet. 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 And none of the rest of them can even get close to you yet. Okay, and then it's Luther's turn, and I'm going to put this badger back underground because he will, he burrows back in. So, Okay,
Yeah.
Luther, what are you gonna do?
I would like it to do a nature check.
Okay.
See if I notice anything about the badgers. Anything specific, anyway.
Sure.
Is that a net 20?
No. That's
Okay.
that's what a lot of people call the dirty 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So
that's a dirty
18 plus 2. But it's still a nature check of 20. It's still good. You do know that they basically have like little horns sprouting from their head, and they have like glowing reddish eyes, like bright red eyes. And they look a little bit more feral than a normal badger should look. Like maybe they have rabies.
Okay.
Something's wrong with them, anyways.
They're not natural.
They're not natural badgers.
Okay.
All right.
Rules out what I was thinking.
All right. So Grandolith, what about you? What are you gonna do?
Well.
Oh wait. Luther, did you want to do something else besides that?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Since you just kind of made a nature check.
I passed the copper spear to the gnome dude.
Okay.
Stockholm. And point at the tip and this is what was stabbed in the tree.
Okay. He says, yes, it's been poisoned. Oh no.
I think that's all I can do, right?
All right. So then Grandolith.
No badgers near me?
Nope. Well, there's one kind of near you, but it went underground. So.
Can I attempt to stab it with my sword through the ground?
You could try, yeah. You could get over there a little bit closer to where Caius and Pawpaw are, kind of. And...
Moving over here a little bit. And I will make sure I'm not on advantage again. Make sure I choose the right weapon. If I'm stabbing through, that's going to be a two-handed because of... Yep. So here we go. Oh. Yep. I got him.
22. Oh, you have to roll again because you'd be at disadvantage because you can't see him.
Okay. Well, let's see that natural 20 then.
Right.
I think it was better.
I think so long, as I say, so long as you roll a so the next one's 24, huh? Okay, yeah. So it's you hit it.
5 slashing?
Yep, and you can feel it like squirm a little.
Mm-hmm.
And then come to a stop.
Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to have. Yeah. Right.
And you do hear one of those otherworldly feral screeches too. So All right, and then Durad, he's gonna try to do something with the spear. He's looking at the spear, investigating that. And then Caius, it is your turn. I should have had music going for this.
Should have.
I should have.
Coulda.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
Coulda, woulda, coulda.
Oh.
I still have an idea of what they should be doing, but
shoulda, coulda, woulda.
How much of the tree has gone black now?
You can see that the black area on the tree is slowly spreading. It looks like it was just where the spear tip went in, and then when he pulled it out, it was, slightly larger, and now it is about the size of 2 fists put together. Like 2 human-sized fists.
Okay. Because this is the tree that you're referring to, or is it this one?
Yeah, up in the corner. No, this is just a This is like a little statue thing.
Okay,
But
sorry.
up here is the tree in the corner. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna get as close to the trunk as I can.
Gosh, I just had a terrible thought. That's the tree in the corner. That's the tree that the paladin protects for her religion. Anyway, okay, so go. It's terrible, but anyway, go ahead. So.
Probably funny.
I like Rem, so it's okay. I am going
We all at
to
night.
cast Cure Wounds on the tree.
You need remove poison or neutralize poison or slow poison.
Yeah, you're busy, arms of Hagar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't know it's poisoned.
This
I
is
know.
true. Yeah, this is true. But okay, so you're gonna cast cure wounds on the tree.
Uh,
All right, go ahead and show me what you're working with there. 10. Okay.
and
Okay. So what happens is you see the black area like shrivel a little bit and shrink upon itself, and it shrinks down to about the size of one fist. But then you can see it slowly kind of seeping back outward, like very slowly.
Okay.
All right. So Bash, what are you gonna do?
Do I see anything that I could hit within distance? Like, is this one underneath her still alive?
No,
Okay.
I just
Do
didn't.
I have
put it
I
on the
seen
surface.
any of these burrowing close enough to me where I could get to them to hit them?
No, the nearest ones you see are like way over here,
Okay.
and they're all
Then-
burrowing. They're all still burrowing toward the tree, but
Okay. Then I'll hold an attack if something gets within distance, but I'll go ahead and move to, like, I guess here.
okay.
And unfortunately, I'm probably gonna lose my rage this time.
Okay, and then Lady Devra runs to the tree. She kind of like lurches over in pain, and she kind of runs to the tree.
Good.
And then Gavor, what are you going to do now that the arms of Hadaras went off?
Okay, I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast at the nearest one that I could see headed towards the tree.
You can't see anything. You can see
Oh, okay.
the burrow trails, but I mean, you
Yeah,
can't see
yeah,
any.
I was gonna aim Eldritch Blast right in front of him, so he
Okay,
would
so
kind of
go
like
ahead
run
and
into
make
it.
an Eldritch Blast attack at advantage, or at disadvantage. Sorry. Why did I say advantage?
Okay, let me get my character sheet up for that because I want to make sure I do it.
The
right.
nearest one to the tree is right here. I'm gonna put the GM one. I'm gonna put this one on the map because Grandolph killed it. So put that there. So
Is Roll20 going slow today, or is it just me?
No, it's going a little slow.
is it? Yeah. I don't know. Mine seems to be okay, but you know I also reset everything today.
Mine's really good today.
Yeah, I was
Ironically,
gonna say
mine's
mine-
working functional.
I'm watching Brian's rolls. Like he'll make them, and I'll count to 3 or 4 before they'll actually show the
Gotcha.
result.
Yeah. So I got a lag on my end.
Okay.
Well, I am also streaming the streaming end too, so I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Okay, does a 10 hit?
10 does hit actually.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. And you said the one that's closest to the tree, correct?
Yes.
So this one here. Okay, let me do that. Then okay, I'm gonna put it on. I'm just gonna put it on the map. Why is it? Oh, I'm gonna put him on the map because that way I can show that he's dead.
Is it possible to do 2 cantrips in a turn?
Oh, sure. I mean, lots of different ways.
Okay.
So if you have
example,
a cantrip that's a bonus action and a cantrip that's an action, then you could.
Okay, let's see.
Or if you had meta magic, or if you had an item that you could use as a bonus action that did a cantrip, or lots of different ways. There's a few different ways anyway. Action surge. Well, the action surge technically gives you an extra action, so but it's still the same turn technically. So
Without a special ability or a feat, specific cantrip, there's not much.
yeah.
So much for the idea of cantrip, True Strike followed by Eldritch Blast. Too bad for that one.
No, those are both actions, I think. But if you had meta magic,
Yeah,
you could
I
turn
just-
one to a bonus action and then do it.
Yeah, but I have to wait to get said feat.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so end of the round. And it's gonna be Pow Pow up next. Pow Pow, tell me what you're planning to do before you do it. Like what's your next round of thinking?
Let's see. It's all gonna depend. I guess it's gonna depend if there's anybody that I can see.
Yeah, you can't see any badgers, but you can see their burrowing trails, and they're still burrowing,
Okay, well,
burrowing toward the tree, but they're farther away now. Like the closest ones, you guys have already killed.
Okay, so but Burring, how far from me to the tree?
From you to the tree, or from you to the badgers?
Well, me to the tree, and then the
Okay,
badgers.
the tree is to your northwest, and the badgers are to your southeast. But the tree is about 20 feet away, 15, 20 feet away. And the badgers, the closest one's probably about 30 feet away.
Okay, so
And
if
it's
there's
underground.
underground, right? So about 30 feet away. So I could get to potentially where a badger is burrowing if I can see the burrow line, and maybe try and do something that way.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then I will go ahead and move in that direction.
Or if you want
towards...
to fire, you could firebolt the area too, depending on and hope. But firebolt does set flammable stuff on fire too, though. Just
Yeah. I mean, the tree's already
Yeah, well,
having enough issues.
you're going away from the tree at least, but if you go toward the badgers. Okay, so you're gonna walk over toward you're gonna move over or run over toward the badgers, or move over toward the badgers in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. While I'm doing, I'll pull out my warhammer.
Okay, so you're gonna go your full movement.
If that gets me to where like a badger is, or where it's heading in that direction, where I can maybe try and play whack-a-mole with a badger.
The nearest
Whack a
one I
badger.
see to him, John, is either this due east one here or this one that's southeast of him.
Yeah, I was trying to head to the southeast. I think that's 30.
Pick a badger, any badger. I'm not picky.
Right. Okay. Yep, there you go. 30 feet.
Right there.
Yeah, so you're within 5 feet there.
Okay.
So you want me to move him there, John? Or you got it? Okay. So yeah, you're within 5 feet of a badger, the head of a badger trail.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and take a swing with my warhammer.
Okay. Okay, you swing. That's a good hit. Hang on. 1 second. For 4 damage?
Yep.
1 second, I gotta ask my wife what's up.
Hello?
Understandable.
Okay, so you hit that. You hear a loud squeal as the burrowing stops. And then as you guys are getting ready to finish off more combat, you guys hear a distant battle trumpet and a war horn melody. It's like and it's like for anybody that's got the militaristic battleground, it sounds like a charging cavalry charge tune.
Hey, can you reduce the screen size a little bit? It's where they can't see all of it on Twitch.
What's that?
can you reduce the size of the map a little bit? That's the request that's in chat.
Oh, I can zoom out. Yeah, I mean, like that? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, he wants to see the whole map. Okay. Let me see. I will do this. There. That's as close as we're gonna get. Anyway, so you hear the noise, and there's a brilliant flash of green light and beautiful shimmering particles fill the air. All the burrowing ceases. Like you don't see the burrow trails moving anymore. And then you see a giant albino elk coming in to a graceful stop in the grove. After stepping through the portal of the first tree, so you know up over this area, and as it steps through, you can see the black area on the tree heel, and then it looks like this marvelous creature with a look of sentience and keen intelligence, covered in mithril barding of like an elven design. And the miraculous beast bows, and you see that it's got a rider on its back. And the rider dismounts with graceful ease. A fairy sprite darts into the direct vision and view of each of you, unfurling an official scroll with additional fanfare. The scrolls all say, presenting Oberon, the Green King, beloved by all the Seelie court, great hunter of the Beautylands, Archfey, keeper of the Oath Bow, and the one who dances with summer, and member of the Feywild Council.
Yeah. Probably a good idea to kneel now.
That's a lot of names.
Yeah,
I will definitely kneel at the announcement of a king.
I don't. I literally am just like, that's a whole lot of names.
Where are we at?
Is it even in common that the announcement?
Yes, the announcement's on a written in common. Oop, I'm in the wrong layer.
I was gonna say, if it's not in common, Lucy's just gonna end up looking at it like, ooh, shiny paper.
Okay. Before you stands a godlike visage, creating a profound sense of awe and power of their aura and presence. Not quite omnipotent in this realm, but possibly almost. They look like a very large, very muscular, and eerily beautiful green-tinted elf. They're bare-chested and rippling with muscle. They have no face, but their entire head takes on the shape of a plain, smooth, unfeatured oak. The only elven feature is telltale ears appear to be present. To further complement their aesthetic, various stems and branches grow naturally and without harm across their shoulders and back, echoing the antlers of their traveling companion. They're donned in a long skirt and dark, infinite swirling leaves, and a very many trinkets and accessories of natural origin. They bring nothing with them except an impossibly large and imposing-looking longbow, which is equally as ornate as their wielder. Hang on one second. I will show you what Oberon looks like to the thing here. Something along those lines.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty neat. The gown skirt thingy almost looks like butterfly wings.
You hear a voice.
Dick.
You hear a voice in all your heads. Like in all your minds. You hear, "Thank you, adventurers. You may be at ease. We have company," he mentions, without any powerful emotion, pointing to the center of the courtyard. Without introduction, a terrifying-looking dragon, a skeletal Dracolich, appears.
Is it a good cousin? Bad cousin?
You hear in your you hear in your mind that probably the latter. And when the Dracolich stands at attention, every long, thin section of bone that it has a green silk banner draped and floating in the breeze, and it has massive undead eyes glowing with pure blue electrical arcane energy. Your arrival was uncannily silent, or its arrival was uncannily silent, I should say. Oberon says, and you, Oberon says, I take that back. No, the dragon says, "We meet at last." And Oberon says, "Indeed, let us begin."
The entire time I'm just like, Mommy.
Okay, so basically what you have is an ancient green Dracolich, and Oberon and him have some sort of discourse that they have to discuss. We're gonna take 5 though.
Well,
And I think we're almost done, right? So we're going to stop it there, actually. Let's just stop it there, because then that'll be a good place to pick up next session.
okay.
Good.
Since you guys got to leave at 1, and it's only 15 minutes away. So and you got Steve Jackson waiting on you. So we're going to name drop that. Steve Jackson's waiting on this lady here. I'm just saying, they know each other. And no, anyway. And if Steve Jackson Games wants to sponsor us, just remember actionsurge1@gmail.com.
Rock, I live under is expansive, so.
No, but yeah, so this is a good spot. Basically, they're gonna have like a diplomatic meeting. Essentially, is what is supposed to happen here.
Adults are talking.
Yep.
Supposed to happen.
Yeah. So but you won't be able to. We won't have a long rest before this happens. But before you take off, and before everybody goes their separate ways, you're gonna get some experience real quick here. 2,200 is hang on, I gotta get out a calculator because I suck at math. This is what everybody who wants to play D&D and is afraid of the math, calculators are allowed. Anyway, remembering the formulas can be difficult sometimes, but yeah, calculators are definitely allowed.
Not allowed. Got to do it with an abacus.
Yeah, or if you have an abacus.
D&D.
Okay.
Must do it like a wizard.
Okay, so everybody gets.
I need a T-shirt that says that.
Yeah, everybody gets 150 XP each.
150, yay!
And then that will probably put you up enough to go to 3rd level, but
Puts
obviously you
us
can't go
at-
that way until later.
You want me to add that on your sheet, Randy?
Yes, please. That should put us from
It'd be
833 up
983.
to 983.
983. Yep.
Yes, that puts us up a level. That we
Yay.
can't make yet.
Just can't benefit yet.
For defeating the Badger, the Ogre Sage, and then we'll see what goes on with this Dracolich and Oberon here.
You know,
Man,
I tried to roll an intelligence save for you, Pow Pow,
Mm-hmm.
or intelligence check, because if it was enough, I was gonna try to like mentally insert in your mind to check on the ogre's body to see if he was carrying an antidote, because most people that carry a poison on their body carry an antidote for that poison.
True.
Oh,
True.
speaking of
But that he
poison,
did,
I have a
he did
poisoner's
throw
kit. I might
that.
be able to find a resolution to it, maybe.
He like conjured that copper spear out of nowhere. I figured it was kind of
Yeah,
magical.
it was the spear itself was not specifically magical. Well, it kind of was, but the poison on it was definitely magical. And
It can hurt a tree.
yeah, the
That's
poison
like
on it.
super ancient and awesome.
Yeah, the poison on it is definitely magical, and then the way he summoned it is magical.
Yeah.
True.
I mean,
But
but we did
he's a
notice
wizard.
that like cure wounds. We
Which
did notice
means
that.
he should have that spell in his spell book, which should be on his body.
I think we
Yeah,
should
he's
keep
not,
that
he's
top
not high
straight.
enough level to cast that spell,
Oh,
but he is high enough. He is high enough level because anybody's high enough level to use that spell if it's cast already.
True.
Right.
True.
I was like,
Contingent.
nobody's checking the ogre's body. The spell came from him.
You guys
Well,
can.
yeah,
You guys can. You haven't had a chance to.
chance yet.
Yeah. We were still in the middle of combat. I was
Yeah,
whack-a-moling.
You were fighting badgers.
Yeah.
You're saying
But they
you're saying they
were
should have
gonna-
they should have went out of combat to check the ogre's body as the badgers dogpiled him. Is what you're saying?
And I only had
You're like, it's just badgers. Just get off me. I'm checking a body here.
I've only got like 9 HP left, so.
That's what John would
They
do.
were out of combat to check on the tree.
Okay, if that's
No, they
if we're
weren't.
out of combat.
They weren't out of combat to
I
check on the
could-
tree.
Okay, that means I could use my last one on the most worst off party member.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were
My
they were
last
in
cube.
they were in combat though when they were checking on the tree.
I'll take
I
him.
know. I'm just
Because
saying.
Caius cast his 2 spells in combat, and then Luther went up there in combat. And
I know. I'm just saying. Somebody during combat could have like ruffled through the thing to see if there's
rifled
anything
through his
that
stuff.
helps the tree. You know, just like
Yes, because they would probably give that big dumb ogre the antidote too, because that's how all supervillain plots work in movies.
Yeah, well, except for he's not
You know,
a big dumb ogre.
actually,
If
you know,
if
the
he's a wizard.
yeah, the difference is though he didn't deliver an hour-long diatribe of how he was going to defeat all the party members.
He didn't monologue,
He
therefore
didn't
he's
monologue,
not
so
PG.
he was going to be
That's what my
beaten.
thought was. Is if he's a wizard spellcaster, he's not dumb. So
No, he wasn't too dumb, but he wasn't like
You want to
he was
speak
still
of dumb?
he was still an ogre.
Should have
Still an ogre.
seen what Luther was gonna do next.
He probably doesn't have the intelligence that Pow Pow does, but he's still an ogre.
He's got a 16 intelligence. He's not bad. He's still got a good
No,
intelligence.
it's good
It's
for
just-
an ogre.
right, exactly. So I was like, okay, well, he might have something useful in that bag that he's got on this side that could help the tree.
He might.
Maybe he's got
You
an
never
item that
know.
ups his intelligence.
You never
Pow
know.
could- Pow Pow needs one more. Pow Pow needs
You
one
know,
more to get
you know what he doesn't have though?
An antidote.
No, he doesn't. Well, I'm not going to tell you about
Why?
that yet. I'm not going to tell you about that yet because that's next time. But he doesn't have the gem that he crushed to summon the spear.
That's
Spear,
true.
though, we're keeping that.
The spear, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I haven't used
It might be
it,
worth
haven't I?
keeping actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people could probably use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I can use it.
All right.
All I know
So
is
we'll
I have
see you
to
guys.
spank more cousins in this game.
Yeah. What?
I have to spank more cousins for being bad.
Right. You have to beat up this new cousin. You're like, hey, you're a bad cousin. Oh
You're
no.
bad
Okay. So.
undead cousin.
So we'll be back in 2 weeks with Grim Harvest Session 5, right? Session 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Session
Mhm.
5,
Yep.
yeah.
Session 5.
Cool. And you guys are all going to take off probably, because, well, at least some of you, I
Yeah.
guess. And we're going to end this stream here, and hopefully I'll have that intro thing done, or end credits thing done, depending on where we want to throw it in the stream.
We still have that giant Slayable Fortune Knights campaign in a bag of holding somewhere, right?
What is it?
The Giant's Ladle.
Oh, a giant ladle? I don't know.